Hello and welcome to another episode of ESL Newswatch Vocabulary. Today I'm discussing an article that appeared on the Guardian website recently titled Cadbury to Shrink Size of Whisper Gold and Double-Decker Bars. There is a link to the article in the episode notes. As usual, I'm going to start by reading the first few paragraphs from the article. When I read a word or expression that I'm going to discuss later, you'll hear this sound. Okay, let's start. Cadbury is shrinking the size of double-decker and Whisper Gold bars sold in multi-packs so they contain less than 200 calories in an attempt to help tackle obesity. But smaller bars will cost the same. Cadbury, owned by the US confectionery group Mondelez International, said multi-packs accounted for the biggest slice of its chocolate sales, and the change would eliminate 10 billion calories from the UK market in one fell swoop. The company said it was offering more portion control options by voluntarily committing to bring all Cadbury chocolate bars sold in multi-packs under 200 calories by the end of 2021. The list of products being reduced in size includes Whisper Gold, Double Decker, Boost and Bournville Classic. However, there will be no change to the size of bars sold individually. A spokesperson for Cadbury said, "The list price for these products will not be changing at this time. Retail pricing remains at the retailer's sole discretion." The practice of reducing product sizes but maintaining prices effectively increases their cost per ounce and is known as shrinkflation. The confectionery group has already promised to reduce the serving size of treats typically bought for children to under 100 calories by the end of this year, with fudge, Curly Wurly and Chomp bars among those to have already made the switch. Louise Stegont, the UK Managing Director at Mondelez International, said, "We recognise we must play our part in tackling obesity and are committed to doing so without compromising on consumer choice. A focus on portion control is recognised as one of the most effective ways of helping people balance their calorie intake. Measures to try and nudge the public into healthier food buying habits are among policies being considered in what has been billed a war against obesity being drawn up by Downing Street. Last week, it was suggested that supermarkets in England could be stopped from placing chocolate and sweets as impulse purchases at the end of aisles. Cadbury has been reducing its portion sizes for several years, having introduced a 250-calorie cap on all single-serve chocolate bars in 2014 and a 98-calorie Cadbury Dairy Milk bar. Last year, the company launched dairy milk bars with 30% less sugar. So that's the end of the article. I'll go on now to talk about the individual words and expressions highlighted. The first expression I'm going to discuss is tackle obesity. The first word in the expression, tackle, when used as a verb, as it is here, means to deal with something or to try and stop it. The second word in the expression, obesity, is the state of being very overweight or fat. So, to tackle obesity is to try and stop the problem of people being very overweight. The next expression is one fell swoop. To do something in one fell swoop is to do it suddenly or in a single action. So here, the reduction in the size of chocolate bars, one single action by Cadbury, would remove a lot of calories out of the food market. The next expression is sole discretion. The first word, sole, when used as an adjective, as it is here, means something that is not shared with anyone. The second word, discretion, is a noun. When used in the context that it is here, it means having the freedom to decide something. So here, sole discretion means that the decision of what price Cadbury chocolate bars should be sold at belongs to the shop selling the chocolate bar and to no one else. The fourth word is nudge. When used as a verb, as it is here, nudge means to gently persuade. So here, the company is trying to gently persuade the public to eat more healthily. The final term I'm discussing is impulse purchases. An impulse purchase is a thing that someone buys without planning to do so in advance. So that finishes my episode for today. Thank you so much for listening.